supposed to be, it's a team that is to be reckoned with in the Netherlands. So them also coming to the Europa League and facing a team in the Premier League, a team such as West Ham. You know, I remember a while back I was talking to my friend, and I was telling my friend, you see, the Premier League is such a competitive league in the whole world. It's even more competitive compared to the champions, yeah, because of the qualities of the team in the Premier League. So you find a team like West Ham. Of course, these guys, they have key players, they have tactics. They've played with the best. West Ham have played against Manchester City, they've played against Manchester United, they've played against Arsenal, and all these top fours. So they are coming into this game with so much muscle strength of the Premier League. You know, something that I feel quite shocked the Gent, yeah. Even though considering the fact like the Gent, they were playing an attacking game, but also West Ham, they counter-attacked this game. So it was a push and pull. But one thing I can also say, Sir Elvis, is the fact that Gent, is, the way they score their goals, they're not a high-scoring goal team. They don't score so many goals. But also the fact that they are a team, even though they're number one, they concede a lot of goals. Other teams are able to score, even though they tend to win, but they are also scored. I mean, the other teams can score against them. So it was such a typical game, especially for the Gent and the West Ham. I honestly hoped West Ham could do as much, considering, you know, even though considering the fact that West Ham traveled all the way to the Netherlands. I mean, it must have been such a tiring trip. And also the change of the environment. I mean, all odds were against West Ham, honestly, in my opinion. And the fact that West Ham managed to net and to draw against Gent, I feel like West Ham are on a good track here.
Yes. That's right, I agree with you. Previously, we've seen that West Ham have really been practicing in a different environment with a different climate. So when they travel to this place, I feel they had a shorter time to practice, and also the weather wasn't conducive for them. So that's what I think they drew 1-1. But if Gent will come to West Ham, then I think that West Ham will up their game and will beat the team. So now let's go to Juventus versus Sporting CP. So Juventus are the best in the when most of the time in the Champions League we saw that this time that Juventus were the best. But now I really don't know what's happening. What do you think that is happening in Juventus?
I feel like it's a lot of things coming together. It's just the small things that come together and make it such a big thing, you know, that Juventus are unable to handle. You know, a team such as Juventus, honestly, these guys are Champions League material. Considering the fact that right now they're in the Europa, it really breaks my heart to see such a team in the Europa League. But also, most of their key players, they sold, or others are on loan, most of their key players. So this is something that has crippled on them, and also the fact that right now they have like young players, they don't have as much experience in the pitch, you know, going against any other team. So I think this is one of the things that is coming down, and it's weighing down on Juventus, that it's making Juventus to be such a small team. You know, I feel like their nickname is the old lady Juventus. But right now they're really living on this name, on the name that they have. Yeah, so it's just the small things that are coming together and showing that if a team, even of high status such as Juventus, are unable to handle these small things in their team, you know, they can be crippled by these things. Yeah, and that's what we're seeing with Juventus. Their standard, honestly, it has come down. Even right now, I don't feel like any other team views them as a force to be reckoned with. I mean, they have such a huge social media presence with everything, and good jerseys. I mean, their jerseys are one of the best in the whole world. But you don't feel proud wearing it. Yeah. So that's something Juventus, they really disappoint.
That's true, and I've also seen that they've really lost so many chances, and I feel Sporting CP are really working so hard, and I feel that Sporting CP, if they really create good chances, they can easily beat Juventus, because Juventus right now, I think they really are struggling with their confidence, and until they learn how to be confident, then they will always lose against other teams. And this is very disappointing. Now that aside, now let's focus on Manchester United with Sevilla. So for Manchester United, we've seen that previously they have been losing, but right now we've seen that I think that they're back to their winning times, and we've seen that the players are also they're also really working hard. So for now, people believe that Manchester United could have a better Sevilla. But now our fingers are very much crossed. So what do you think when it comes to changing the players? Will that improve in the second leg, or what do you think?
Oh, wow, that's a tough question. Considering, you see, we've seen the way Manchester United has been playing of late. I mean, it is top quality. Each and every player is giving their best. Being able to see Sabza able to score 2 goals, and counting on somebody like Anthony Martial, but then you see other players able to score. That is such an improvement for Manchester United. I feel like they are on the right track. Even though considering, coming into this game, these two teams have history. Sevilla and Manchester United have history. They have played this game before, and in the previous times, we know the team that came ahead. Sevilla were able to outthrow Manchester United, but that was the Manchester United of the past. But you see now, when we're coming into this game that we witnessed, Manchester United was so powerful. Honestly, coming into this game, I was telling everyone, you see, Sevilla will be able to score against Manchester United. I was very confident of that because I thought history repeats itself. But also on the other side, I was, but considering the fact that Manchester United are in good form, Manchester United, maybe a draw will be possible. So in the first half, watching this game, I knew right away that Sevilla has no chance against Manchester United. And we saw it. I mean, the first goal, then the second goal, 2-0. How can Sevilla come up against this? And going into the 70th minute, I'd already given up. I was doing my small errands here and there, busy, because I knew this game, Manchester United already has it. But onto the 83rd minute, I'm hearing everyone in my neighborhood, they're shouting, yeah! I'm thinking, Manchester United has scored the 3rd goal, because Manchester United are very noisy, especially when they score goals. But to my surprise, coming to the television, I'm seeing, it is 2-1. I mean, it was such a shock for me. And this goal, I can't say that this is a quality goal. I feel like luck played a part for Sevilla, just to keep their hopes in this game. Considering all these goals, their own goals, scoring on the 83rd minute, then again scoring in the 90+ minute. It was such a shock, honestly, for me, and just reminded me like this is the game of football. Chances and luck can happen anytime, and this chance and luck, it was on the Sevilla side. So I can't wait for the second leg, to be able to see them going head to head, because it's going to be such an interesting match. Honestly, I feel like Manchester United will become the better team in this second leg. But we are hoping to see. I hope Sevilla doesn't upset you guys. I hope Sevilla doesn't upset Manchester United, considering these guys, is, when they come to finals or when they come to these games where it's a do or die, they tend to give and they tend to sacrifice a lot to be able to win. And if Manchester United can replicate the same energy, you know, I feel like Manchester United is going to beat Sevilla so many goals. And also, another thing, as you all know, Sevilla's ground, their home stadium, it's going to be a tough time for Manchester United because the fans of Sevilla are very crazy. These guys can come with vuvuzelas, they can come with trumpets, they can come with all sorts of blaring music and insults. From the moment Manchester United steps there, they'll be playing mental games against the team. So I hope Manchester United will not fumble and give into the pressure of the whole stadium. Yes.
Thank you so much, and I believe, and we're also waiting for the second leg, and I believe that Manchester United is going to have a good control of the game, because you say that history can repeat itself, but also it's about luck. So if we can have good headers and also good passes, then I'm sure we can really defend this game and be able to win. So, okay, for now, let's just wait for the second leg and see what happens. Because when Sevilla came to Manchester United's home, now they've had a draw. So kindly, our viewers, just send us your opinion and your views about that game. So right now, let's have a short break as we watch the clips that we prepared for you.
Yeah.